The following contest is a fatal four-way scheduled for one fall, and it is for the IWC Super Indy Championship.
Facade has been arguably the most polarizing figure in IWC in recent months. A lot of his actions toward Andrew Palace were deemed as bitter, unprofessional, and motivated by jealousy. Facade felt like he was rightfully the man Super Indy should be centered around, and for many years he was. But Andrew Palace, the new man in town, proved his worth last month in that ladder war.
I think it's worth noting that the bitterness, the anger over the situation was not entirely unfounded. He was screwed over a couple of times in regards to the Super Indy title. His frustration, unfortunately, goes towards Andrew Palace, the person who ended up getting the title.
Well, I like the fact that we saw a twinge of respect between Palace and Facade after that ladder battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us press the reset button and find out challenger number 3.
Can I hit it this time?
Which athlete will have an opportunity to press their luck? Bryan Bowers, trained by Lance Storm at the Storm Wrestling Academy in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Only has had a couple of dozen matches, but Bowers holds a victory here in IWC over Matthew Justice. He's very technically sound, and Jay Worth, you don't study under Lance Storm without being wise beyond your years.
I was going to say, yeah, the pedigree of trained by Lance Storm carries some
And now,
weight.
once again, let's press the reset button and find challenger number 3.
The clock is ticking. The dead has risen. The rapture is now.
Don't tell me he's here.
Challenger number 3, weighing at 225 pounds, from the Broken Mirror, Krimson.
We saw this man's eerie, macabre words earlier in the broadcast. He is the embodiment of evil. He's Kevin Sullivan and Charles Manson incarnate. He is Krimson. This is a man who just completely wreaked havoc in Cleveland's Prime Wrestling for many years. The last ever official match in Prime Wrestling was Krimson successfully defending their championship, defeating ECW legend Rhino.
Oh,
Look at this. Facade takes advantage of Bowers early, and Bowers is out.
Bowers paid attention to Krimson, not realizing there were 3 other people in the ring.
That's just hypnotic-like aura of Krimson. Such an eerie feeling when he's around. Bowers, the youngster, got caught up in it.
Bowers has been eliminated.
I feel bad for Bowers. He had a big opportunity for him, but Krimson has just changed the dynamic entirely. Krimson is not what I would call, Jay Worth, super indie by definition, but when you hit the reset button, you never know what you're going to get.
Well, I want to point out that right now, Krimson has not entered the ring.
But he's made his mark.
Oh, yeah, but this is Palace and Facade at this point.
And I think Palace and Facade are very happy to have it that way. I think neither man would mind having another go at one another. Again, the polarizing entities. There's no home field advantage here. It's almost like two away teams.
Oh, and Krimson
pulling Andrew away. Oh no, Krimson. That mysterious mist, and Palace just got whiplashed on that ring rope and driven into the guardrail. This man is sadistic. He is vile. He's only happy when he's inflicting pain.
A solid shot to Palace.
Watch Facade.
Oh!
Facade double spring with a quad shot. Notice Facade in that Russian-inspired neon hat coming back from his first international matchup recently. It was in the country of Russia, of all places.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He and DJZ hanging out there for a while.
Congratulations on the travel, the exposure, and the chance to try some woodcut.
Oh, Krimson now picks the leg of Facade. No favoritism from the embodiment of evil.
Oh.
Krimson, formerly known in another life as Conrad Kennedy III, a very successful wrestler based in the Toledo, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan area. But after Conrad Kennedy watched all of his friends, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, Bobby Roode, Eric Young, so many talents, Rhino, from up in that part of the country, get their big break, and he didn't, that evil started to overtake that man once known as CK3, and add that with some personal problems, a tumultuous marriage, the evil overtook the man once known as CK3, and we're seeing, cover now for 2, we're seeing the visual representation of that evil that's been building inside this man for 10 years.
Once it takes root, once that evil is in you, it is very difficult to root it out. And if you don't know what's going on, if you're just upset and angry, and it keeps feeding, it will grow and grow to points that, well, you're looking at the manifestation of what happened. You're looking at the end result.
And Krimson certainly embraces it now. Contact made with Palace and Facade. Not sure if it was intentional.
Oh.
Don't think anyone will lose sleep over it. Hard clothesline by Krimson into the cover. Krimson could be champion. And
Krimson pulling Palace up by his hair.
keep in mind, if Palace is pinned, we're guaranteed a new champion.
Yeah, very good point. Facade still down.
I want to take a moment while we have time to acknowledge the passing of a great friend of ours here in IWC, J.P. Bolson, a member of the IWC film crew, Sorgatron media crew, taken from us in a tragic car accident back in the month of November. He was 28 years of age. We all miss him here in IWC, and this year of 2015 in IWC dedicated to the memory of J.P. Bolson, a great friend, great mind, and great contributor here to IWC the past several years. Krimson right now looking to contribute into the Super Indie division. Can you imagine how the dynamic will change of this organization, this championship? We've talked about champions that may have not fit the Super Indie mold. RJ City, Sterling James Keenan once upon a time. None of them were like Krimson, though.
No. Krimson is unique unto himself. I don't know that you're going to find a category that he fits into, let's be honest. There are few that are as in touch with their dark side as Krimson is.
Facade picks his opening. Facade may have made incidental contact with Krimson, but the bulk of the altercation was Facade and Palace, I'm sure not by accident. Facade, a little more Neon Ninja, a little less Aerosol Assassin in terms of his mindset this evening. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a cover, shoulders down. No.
This is the Neon Ninja that we watched grow up here in IWC, for lack of a better term.
That dark cloud that befell over him. I'm not saying it's lifted. He may be a bit cloudy after that German suplex.
Whoa!
T-Bone won't help either. Palace stringing these moves together beautifully.
I haven't seen a string of suplexes like that out of Palace.
Have you seen anyone come into their own as rapidly as Palace has over the past 4 months?
Honestly, he got an opportunity, and he has made each and every moment of it count.
Palace drops the knee. Facade eliminated. Could this be it? No. And Palace showed a little frustration. Or maybe it's determination. Measuring the foe he knows all too well.
It is better to battle the devil you know than the devil you don't, Joe.
And we got a hell of a devil in that ring.
Very true.
Hernia driver. No! Facade had it scout and roll through. Facade almost pinned the champion. That'd be absolution for Facade if he could finally pin Palace, wouldn't it?
Yeah, very true. Might help remove that black cloud a little more. Oh!
Straight kick to the face. I think Facade respects Palace a lot more now than he did then, and can maybe come to grips with the fact that Palace is the man right now. I think Palace earned that respect of Facade, which is hard to come by. Arashikage drop.
Oh!
And Krimson. Wait a second, I know this. That's the witch's wheel. And Facade got spiked on his head. But Facade was blinded by that mist.
And he was DQ'd over that.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee Jacob Clemens has disqualified Krimson. He is eliminated.
And Krimson is leaving pleased. Even assassins come with smiles. So says the embodiment of evil.
And Andrew Palace doesn't know what to do. He should run over and take the pin.
But Palace doesn't want to win like that.
I don't care how you want to win, you take the win.
He's reluctant, but the title's on the line.
Here's your and still Super Indy Champion.
It is better to feel bad about winning the title in the manner that he did than to feel bad about losing the title because of some conscience.
I'll tell you what, I have not been the biggest fan of Facade's decisions or attitude over the past couple of months, but you gotta feel for Facade the way he lost that match. You gotta feel for Palace the way he had to win that match. Neither one of these men left happy, and there's one man to blame for that, that's Krimson.
We talked about that black cloud. Once again, Facade screwed over in the Super Indy tournament.
And maybe Facade has a more healthier place to channel that aggression. Facade may have respect for Palace now, but there's no way you can respect Krimson ruining this match. Krimson obviously didn't want to win. Why was he out here?
I don't question why the devil does what the devil does. I just watch as it happens and comment on it, Joe. I don't know why he did what he did. He has a plan. He has an idea. I can't imagine this is the last we'll see of him.
Facade in noticeable pain. Andrew Palace circling the ring. with a very disgusted look on his face as well. He is in no way pleased about this. No winners here, but a major statement made. Krimson's not the Super Indy champion, but he still has set the entire Super Indy division to a completely new level with his actions in this matchup. What's next for Krimson now that he's invaded IWC?